amazing host leading the ride. Power to the people, we shine, giving fans what they need. Caribbean spirit, let's succeed. Every show with a good deed. Together we plant the seed. Ride along, join the dance, let's sing the song. From island to island strong, with the host we belong. Energy high, heart so bright. Tune in, feel the light. Global love taking flight. Every ride a sheer delight. Making waves across the seas. Love and joy in the breeze. Ride along live if you please. Bringing hope with such ease. Ride along, join the dance, let's sing the song. From island to island strong, with the host we belong. Energy high, heart so bright. Tune in, feel the light. Global love taking flight. Every ride a sheer delight. Making waves across the seas. Love and joy in the breeze. Ride along live if you please. Bringing hope with such ease. Ride along, join the dance, let's sing the song. From island to island strong, with the host we belong.
Pick your
Yeah. Ride along live. Welcome to the ride. It's Monday on the ride. Beautiful Monday. How you guys doing? I see Rhonda Spencer. Good evening to you and all the riders. As you come in, go ahead and share up the thing, guys, because today, someone very special to me, very special, maybe very special to you, a very good friend, have a story to tell. And you know what we say on Ride Along Live, right? Everyone has a story to tell. And this story is one of tragedy, guys. But it's one of strength, resilience. It's one that's really gonna make you look at life a little bit differently. Yeah. Now, you probably even know my next guest. You probably interacted with my next guest on Facebook before. You've probably seen her getting around from time to time. You probably watch her. You probably like her, don't like her. That's not the point. But you probably know her. And you probably know that she currently has one leg. But that doesn't faze her. She lives her life abundance with all. She just nothing hold her back. She go to parties, clubs, she interacts. She lives her life, right? But I bet you a lot of people didn't know why, what happened, and why is my next guest, my good friend, Chatlott Nurse, has one leg. Probably you were scared to ask. Yeah, probably you were scared to ask. But today, there is no ignorant question to ask because she's here to tell the story. And she told the story before about 2016, 2017, somewhere around there. 2017, yeah, she was on the show. And a lot of people said, boy, listen, this young lady's story made me just look at life totally different. I want to bring back that feeling. I want to bring that back. All right? So I'm happy to introduce Chatlott Nurse. We're going to bring her on in a little bit. But before we do that, I want everybody to do something for me now, please. The folks on YouTube, the folks on Facebook, I want everybody to tag a friend, right? Or tag all your friends. In fact, tag everyone who follow you. You could do that by putting the @ sign and followers. So @followers, and you see it comes up, you tag @followers, and everyone would get notified. Because I think that is very, very important to hear the story. Right? Someone messaged me today, guys, and that's going to inspire them as well. Because someone messaged me today, and they were very depressed. They were speaking about that they're in search of a job, because we in Grenada they're looking for work. I did in fact invited her to a work seminar that we have coming up, but she wanted a job, and she said she spent the last couple of days being just very depressed, just out of it, right? She just don't know what to do, and I was talking to her a bit, and I said, you know what? Not only I want to invite you to a job seminar that we have coming up, but I also want to invite you to watch a program tonight. Because a lot of times people, they feel like they have so much little, or they don't have enough, when there are so much people out there that have less than them, but they're not complaining. Yeah? Some people have their 2 limbs, their 2 arms. Some people could breathe on their own. Some people could get from point A to point B. They could walk there. They could jump in a bicycle, and they could go there. And in some cases, it's just some people's fantasy to do that, right? So think about your life when you watch this story here today. And help me welcome my good friend. Yeah, you hear how much time I say that? My good friend. For many, many years. She never give up on me, never at all. Chatlott Nurse, how are you?
Hi, Junior. I'm doing great.
Nice. I'm happy to have you here, Chatlott. I'm happy to have you on the program here today. And I appreciate
I'm
you
happy to
accepting.
be here.
Yes. And I appreciate you for a number of things. One, for being a friend, someone who oftentimes would call me and give me advice. Junior, you are going down the wrong road. Make a U-turn, pivot. You're like you're like my conscience sometimes. People think that I am their conscience. Sometimes I say you are my conscience. You kind of keep me level
We're
headed.
there for each other.
That and appreciate that.
I can't take all the, you're there for me too.
Well, that's how it is. And also, belated happy birthday to you.
Thank you.
You're looking good as ever, celebrating. How was your birthday?
It was very nice. It wasn't too crazy because the last couple years I've been like celebrating, but things have calmed down. So I just did a little breakfast brunch, and yesterday I was extremely tired.
Uh-huh.
So yesterday, which was my birthday, I just relaxed and spent some time with Michael and just relax at home.
Right. Nice. Sometimes you have to do that. Well, I wanna relive some moments with you, Chatlott, because I think that it's important for a lot of our riders to kind of put their life into perspective after hearing your story, because you've been through a lot. Sometimes you're on Facebook, you're smiling, you're living, and people look at you like Chatlott has it. Chatlott has it all, right? There's very few days that we see you not smiling and not happy, and
You're never going to see that.
a lot of people don't know that months ago, years ago, that was your reality. Sitting on a bed at the Kings County Hospital, and not sure that if the bread that you're taking would have been your last breath if you would have another one. Not sure if you would live to see another day, another minute, another moment. Not forgetting also, this was your reality. You
Yeah.
know, your spine got crushed, mashed up, and of course, you lost an entire leg.
Just
So,
half of it.
half of it. Well, tell us, Charlotte, bring us back. What really happened? Let's talk about the day
So,
before. Let's talk about the day before. And that significant day, May 16th. So let's talk about from the day, May 14th, 2016.
well, the day before, it was a normal weekend. I actually just moved into a new apartment. I was only in the apartment for about a month, and
Hold on a second.
you know, I was
Hold on a second, Charlotte. Hold that thought right there. I heard that folks saying that the audio is echoing. So let me fix that right now. Sorry. I believe I fixed the echo problem. So if you guys are hearing better, I want you to give me a thumbs up. Riders, if you hear me better, I want you to give me a thumbs up. All right. I just fixed the echo problem. So that should be resolved now. So give me a thumbs up if you're hearing better. We want to hear all of Charlotte's story. We don't want to miss anything. We don't want to have no audio problems. So give me a thumbs up if you're hearing it better. All right, give me a thumbs up if you're hearing it better. Then we will proceed. It's still echoing. All right.
let's
Now
see. They have to hear my voice. They say it's on my end.
on your end. All right. Okay. It's echoing from her end. All right. So it should be better now. I just fixed something. All right, Charlotte. All right. So let's start back again. May 15th. Start back from
Okay.
there.
Can you guys hear me better?
Yeah, I think they could. I just fixed something on my end. So it resolved it.
Okay. All right. So, like I was saying, I just moved into a new apartment, and I was excited, very excited, because this is something that I wanted to do again. I mean, when you're when you're in Brooklyn, you tend to move a lot.
Right.
So for me, that to me was supposed to be like I'm not moving until I'm moving to somewhere like where it's going to be my forever home. So I just moved into the new apartment, and I just started to settle in. And me and Michael, we had a really good weekend. And that Monday morning, um, we were about to leave, and I normally go to work for 12 o'clock. That day, I decided I want to go to work for 9 because I wanted to get some things done. Um, I wanted to get some things done at work, so I wanted to go earlier to get them out of the way before my actual work time started. So I told Michael, I'm like, Michael, let's go. Michael was 2 at the time. And normally, Michael is so excited. He's so excited. He wants to leave, he wants to go. But that morning, he didn't want to leave the house. And it was weird because he's always ready. I put the stroller outside, and he would come and he would just sit on it, and he's ready to go. But that morning, he kept going back inside. Every time I put his shoe on, and I tried to put my shoe on, he would run, hide below the bed, or he would run, go in the closet. And I'm like, you're going to make me late for work. So, I decided now to just put him in the stroller. Normally, I would strap him in, but I didn't strap him in because I said, he kept, moving around and, like acting like he wanted to come out. So I said, okay, we're going. So I didn't strap him in, thank God. And I just walked out of my house, one block out, and I was supposed to cross that big intersection there on
Right.
Remsen Avenue on Rutland Road. And the light was for me to cross. It said
So
cross.
so let's go back a little bit. Let's go back a little bit. So you left your house, I remember. So that's on 40 something, 40. What should
50
be
seconds.
50 seconds. Come
I
down
used to
50.
live on 50 seconds on Rutland.
Right. So you came down that road and you
I
proceeded
think
to
on
go
Remsen.
and travel on Remsen. For those of
Yes. to
Who knows?
cross the street over to go into Rutland because I normally go up that way because I have to drop Michael off at the babysitter, and she's still there on Eastern Parkway and
Right.
Rochester. So I normally cross over and I walk up on that side to get up there every morning before I take the train.
Tell us about the day. Tell us about the atmosphere for that day. Was it a cool day? Was it anything special or significant or different that you felt about that specific day?
I was very happy that day. Like that morning, I woke up. Um, the weekend, what I didn't mention was that the weekend before, I was married before a
Hmm.
very long time ago, and me and my ex-husband, we had a divorce, and we were actually talking about, getting back together and doing all of that stuff. So, I was in a good mood. I was looking forward to vacation because I had vacation time coming up. So I was planning on like what I'm gonna do with Michael. Like we were all gonna meet up, and I was happy. I was in a very good mood. But Michael was very fidgety that morning, very, very fidgety. And sometimes our kids try to talk to us,
Hmm.
and God tried to talk to us with um with our children, with people, and we don't, like we don't really know because we're so out of touch, you
Right.
know. But
Right.
I'm close to God. I pray a lot and do it, but it's just like something that morning was just like Michael didn't want to go, but something else was telling me, go, 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 you're gonna be late, you know?
After you left,
So
after you left the your house and you came down that street, did you make any other stop, like by a shop or anywhere?
I don't remember. I don't think so.
Right. So it
There's
was
a
just
corner store. There's a corner store on the corner. But no, I didn't make any stops because I was trying to get him off. I was trying to drop him off.
right.
So
Okay.
I just stopped on the intersection to wait for the light.
Right. So you waited for the light, and just like normal, you proceeded crossing the street when your time.
Yeah.
So lead us out from there.
And the next thing I remember was waking up in a hospital.
So
But
so 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 all you remembered was crossing the street.
that's all I remember.
Right. And that was it. You just blank out from there.
Blanked out. I didn't feel like some people would ask me, like, oh my gosh, it must have been like so out. I didn't feel anything. Like I didn't know anything. I did kind of have like, I don't know if it's a dream or a vision or whatever it is,
Mhm.
but the only thing I remembered was seeing myself on the hospital bed. Like I
Like
remembered like
yeah,
kind of dreaming,
like
like
out of.
looking down at myself
Oh
on
wow.
the hospital bed. Yeah.
And
And then I kind of woke up
uh huh. When you
and I realized I couldn't move.
when you saw yourself in that dream, looking at yourself in outside
Hmm.
the experience, what did you look like on the bed?
Terrible. Like all the tubes, like all the, but it felt like a dream. It felt like a dream because I was looking down. How do you look down at yourself? So
Right.
it seems like maybe I was passing, maybe I was in between life and death, kind of. But I did see myself on a hospital bed.
Did it look like this?
Oh, it looked worse than that. This is a good picture.
This is a good picture.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Right. So you didn't remember anything at all.
I just like remember seeing a lot of doctors
Right.
around me, like nurses, like people in white, like a lot of people in white, white, white. And just like the machines going off, doo, 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 but like I couldn't understand what was going on. But while looking down at that, I just woke up in a hospital. I woke up and everybody was telling me like you were in an accident. Like I was trying to figure out why can't I move. I thought I was paralyzed from the neck down because I couldn't feel anything. And my
Right.
arms, they had my arms tied to both sides of the bed. So I couldn't like try to touch anything, pull anything.
So what happened was that you were hit by a SUV. As you can see in the picture, guys, the picture right at the bottom, right? And again, Charlotte will tell you from what people told her and what I also later learned about the accident. Charlotte was hit by a SUV that pinned her to this gate right here. So the SUV at the bottom is what came, crossed the light without stopping, rammed into Charlotte and her baby, her young son, 2 year old, and slammed into this gate at the intersection of Rutland and Remsen right there. That house, that gate right there. What did you learn happened? What did they tell you? What did they
Well,
tell you happened?
they told me that I was in an accident and I was in a police chase accident. And in my mind, like I just kept blinking because I couldn't talk because they had intubated me. So I couldn't talk. So I wanted to ask, like, where's Michael? Like, where's my son? And they just told me Michael is okay. Nothing happened to him. And the next thing I remembered was that I just went back to sleep. I went back to sleep. I didn't wake up. I was in and out for like the first 2 weeks. I was in and out, because they had me intubated for the first week. It was very, very difficult. That breathing tube was the worst experience of my entire life. But the good thing about the accident is that the actual vehicle that was speeding, because remember when you interviewed me the first time in 2017, I couldn't really go into details with
Right.
certain things,
Yeah.
but now I can.
Okay.
The vehicle that there was two SUVs in the accident.
Uh huh.
So there was a SUV coming out to turn on my right,
Uh huh.
and the vehicle was coming straight down on Remsen. That other SUV was turning to the right from Rutland to go right on Remsen. So me crossing now over from the other side of 52nd, crossing over that vehicle that was turning, because normally the vehicles could turn. They actually supposed to wait, but some of them just keep going and come. Like even though somebody's crossing the street, they still keep coming. So if that vehicle, though, thank God that that vehicle was turning to the right,
Yes.
that he basically saved my life. If it was just the SUV that was speeding
Uh
from
huh.
the police and like running all the lights, if he had hit me, that would have been it, because he was going so fast to the point of where he hit that car so hard that the SUV basically just dragged me into a fence.
So he
When I
hit
looked at the video, it was really, really bad.
he hit a SUV that hit you.
Yes.
Wow.
So it was two vehicles. So even though like he hit that vehicle, he
Yeah.
was still pinned to that SUV. So
Ah.
that SUV now that hit me, I went underneath it, and then the SUV dragged me into a fence. And that's how, I ended up under under that SUV.
Wow. I
But
did not
on
know that. I did not know
but
that. So you
but
was
what's really weird is that it was this side that was really badly, my left side that was really badly disfigured, because how they hit me and I was crossing, Like this side got the worst of it because of how I dragged
Right.
under the vehicle. Yeah.
So miraculously, as Lacey said, it softened the impact because if you
Yes.
had a head-on collision with that, you would have probably go airborne and landed somewhere.
Airborne. I don't even know if like God knows where what would have happened. And then they said that I had pushed Michael because he was in the stroller. So I must have seen the vehicle, which I don't remember, that I just pushed the stroller. So how I pushed the stroller, Michael fell out of the stroller and the stroller crushed on top of him. But thank God that he fell out, because if he did not fall out of the stroller, he would have died.
So listen, guys. I want you guys to just listen to this. First of all, you didn't buckle Michael in.
He didn't want. Mm-mm.
Reason you didn't buckle him inside. Because if you did buckle him, he would have not have fell off the way how he did. Right?
No, the vehicle would have crushed, and he might have bent him in half or something,
Yes.
because the stroller was done. It was so dismangled.
Right. And secondly, you it just so happened that another SUV softened the blow from that first SUV
From that first speeding
that
SUV.
you against there. No, you lost. You lost a lot of blood. You was unconscious. You lost a leg, but still, it could have been worse. It
Hmm.
could have been a lot worse. So let's talk about Michael now. What happened to him?
Michael got a bruise on his chin. How he fell, he bruised his chin, but he was fine.
Just,
The
just
police officer said there were people around that was saying the baby, and there was like, what baby? And there was like, there's a baby in the stroller. And when they picked up the stroller, they said Michael wasn't crying or anything like that. He just put his hands up so the officer could pick him up, and they said he was fine. He wasn't crying. Like, he was in shock, of course, but he was not even crying.
yeah, many miracles in this story right here. That's Michael about a year or so after we did that interview.
Mhm.
He is such a brilliant child, a miracle child because he went and was, you know, a part of this major accident and he just got a little bruise. The stroller covered him and he was fine. He walked out of there, I mean nothing.
Yeah.
What tell us about what you sustained as a result of the accident now?
Well, my head, they was really worried about if I would be normal, because I hit my head really bad, because I have a big gash behind my head. I shave my head all the time, and you would see it, if like a big gash behind my head. On top of my right side of my eye had a cut. My jaw right here, you could see this was cut open. Like, three of my teeth in front was knocked out. Like the top teeth, three of them was knocked out. I had a brace in my neck. Thank God my neck wasn't broken, but it was just like sprained because of the impact. The bottom part of my spine, um, they had to, thank God, like nothing like terrible happened to the point of paralyzing me, which I thought I was paralyzed, because I was like, why can't I move my leg? Like, you know, what's going on? But they said, I'm fine. It's just a little fracture in the bottom part. I had a crushed pelvis. My left hip was really bad. They had to remove and give me a hip replacement. My right femur was broken in two parts. My ankle was broken. They had to um, put that back together. Like, I had a foot brace for about maybe 5 months to keep my foot, because it kept, when you took out the brace, my foot just kept falling back to the right. Like, it kept just falling. It wouldn't stay up.
Wow.
Yeah, I couldn't move like my hands. I couldn't do this for a long time. I couldn't sit for a long time. I couldn't sit up like this. I was on my back for about, I don't want to lie, 4, 5, 6, like 7 months. I was flat on my back for about 7 months.
Let
I
me
never thought that I would be able to get up
let me
and sit on again.
update everyone here and right along live. We're speaking here with Charlotte Nurse, and Charlotte is a pure miracle, pure miracle. She was involved in a massive vehicular accident. And what's miraculous about this, as we said, everything seemed to have happened like the perfect accident, if there is such a thing, right? Because there's a lot of things that could have happened if if one split second was exhausted when she left her house. If she had left her house a second before or after, she would not have been in that predicament. If that car that came from the other side was not at that point in time, at that split second, she would have got hit by that oncoming vehicle that was speeding from police, and she would have been airborne. She would have dropped somewhere, and that would have been it. But it it was so miraculous that she was spared a direct impact from that incoming vehicle. Her son, who was in the stroller at the time, she pushed him, the stroller, canvassed him, held him over, and he only sustained a slight bruise on his forehead. He wasn't impacted in any kind of major significant way. Charlotte is alive, of course, and she's here telling her story, but there's more. So, Charlotte, when you're laying there in the hospital there, going in and out of consciousness, you open your eye, and the doctors, everybody above you, what was the first thing that you said to them?
Well, remember, I couldn't talk for a while.
Right.
Oh my gosh, Juna, it was so bad. You ever been thirsty and you can't drink anything, or it was so bad. Like the nurses had to just wet my lips because of that breathing tube. Like they I needed that because I couldn't breathe on my own. I had a collapsed lung. Um, so I was so thirsty. I kept thinking about ginger ale. Like in my mind, I wanted ginger ale so bad, like, but I couldn't ginger ale and water, and they just kept. And every time they put the wet gauze on my lip, I want to just suck it, and they kept telling me, "No, no, no, you can't do that." But I was that way for about roughly 2 weeks. But Junior, you know what is really, like so much things have been happening. I didn't look at it until after the fact. The night before they took the tube out, they extubated me. Oh my gosh, I had a dream again
Uh-huh.
the night, and but in the dream I was on a beach and I was looking. It looked like Grenada.
Uh-huh.
It was just really beautiful. It was like this big waterfall, and the beautiful green lush vegetation with the flowers. There was some beautiful like birds flying around, big birds with
Hmm.
like the like colorful feathers, and the water was just like shining. It was just this crystal blue, and the sun was so pretty. And I was standing on this beach by myself, and a voice came from the waterfall. I didn't see anybody, but it was just a voice. And the voice said to me, "This was all done for you. Now get up and go get your son." And I would never forget that voice. Like this booming voice just said, "This was all done for you. Now get up and go get your son." And I looked down the beach and that was Michael running up the beach. But it wasn't the little Michael, it was like a big Michael running up the beach. And I went down in the dream. I had my legs. I went down on my knees, and he ran into my arms and I embraced him. And it was after that dream, it was like two dreams in one. After
Mhm.
that dream, there was me laying in the hospital bed after that, and it was like a lock, like a kind of like transformer lock,
Uh-huh.
and but it was the picture of my son again, a
Uh-huh.
picture of my son that I didn't even know was in the hospital. But one of my friends brought me a picture of my son. And the picture, my friend at the time, who I haven't seen in years, her name is Shatonia,
Mhm.
and she had the picture and she was telling me, get up. And I was saying, I can't get up. And she was saying, yes, get up. You know, you have to get Michael, get up. And the picture opened up into different parts. And I took like this deep breath like that. And then I woke up. And the same day that I woke up, that
Mhm.
same day was when they took the tube out
Oh.
for me to breathe on my own.
So now you have to now that is a
It,
whole
it was incredible.
wow. Let's talk
Yeah.
about when you actually start to understand and realize and rationalize the magnitude of injuries that you sustain.
Hmm.
When you try to figure out what's wrong with your leg, or how did you find out that you lost a leg?
Yeah, that's a thing too. I really didn't know because I felt like my both legs were there.
Uh-huh.
Um, I could feel like the left leg, it was like hanging. And I asked the nurse, like, could you help me fix my leg? And she said, which leg? And I said, my left leg, it's hanging over the bed, but I can't sit up. Can you just put it up on the bed for me? And she said, hold on a minute. So I was kind of thinking, why is she telling me to hold on a minute? Like she needs to she needs to go and get help to move a leg. You know, like that's how I'm thinking. I'm like, surprised. And then the doctor comes in and he said, hi, Miss Nurse. And I was like, hi, doc. And he said, you asked the nurse to help you with your leg. And I said, yeah, the left one. I just needed to put up on the bed. That's it. And he said, your left leg. And then he said, okay, hold on. And he said, we told you, but you may have forgotten. And he lifted up the bed head because I was flat
Uh-huh.
and the sheet was covering me. And he lifted up the bed head, which was very, very difficult for me because coming up, I couldn't sit up too much. So that would hurt my pelvis. And I was in so much pain. And he said, just let me know when to stop. And then I said, stop. And then he uncovered and I saw my leg wrapped up with like you could see like some of the goose from my leg still in the and I was like, where's my leg? And he said, we had to amputate. And I'm like, the word amputate was new to me. But it's obvious he telling me he had to chop off my leg. So I was like, who told you to do that? And he said, no, that's the way I asked him. I said, who said you could do that?
Uh-huh.
And he said, we had to get permission from a family member because you were going to lose your life if you had kept the leg. We tried to save it and we had to amputate. And I started to cry because I could not imagine myself with one leg. That to me was like my life is done. Like Charlotte is over. Like, how am I going to live now with one leg? That's crazy. And he walked out and he said, I'm going to give you some time. Junior, the after that, I'm going to be honest with you. I didn't want to see anybody. I kept pretending to sleep when people came to see me. I was so depressed. I didn't want to see nobody with two legs except the doctors and nurses. It was very hard, very, very hard for me to accept that my leg was gone. Yeah.
Did you have any feeling in your lower body then? Could you have touched your other leg and have any feel that nothing?
No, because I couldn't feel my left, but like you feel that they call it phantom limb. Like you could feel it, but you can't really feel it because I could touch my leg. The only
Right.
thing I would really feel is pain. But it wasn't like I could feel. It was numb. Like the touch of the skin was numb, but the pain with the touch came after because I like my amputated leg, nobody could touch that leg for a long, long time.
Wow. So you're faced with the reality now that you just have to figure out a way to live with one leg.
Yeah.
How did you start to rationalize, or what was the process of rationalizing what is your now reality?
My reality was I had my child at home and that I had to snap out of this thing real quick because even though it was very hard for me to accept the fact that I now had one leg, um I was missing him. Like I hadn't seen him since I was in a hospital, and they kept telling me that kids wasn't allowed in the ICU, and it like it just started to really bother me. I was worried about him, like what's going on with him. Is he, I knew that he was well taken care of, but as a parent, you don't feel like your child could be taken care of the way you would.
Right.
So I was worried because it was always just us, and I knew that it would be hard on him. So, and then another thing too, what one of the doctors did was they had a patient there before that one of the nurses ran into on the elevator, and she brought her to see me. She had a prosthetic leg, and she also lost her leg, but it was due to like a flesh eating virus she had.
Right.
And they brought her in to talk to me, and she was around my age, and she was telling me like life is not, this is not the end. There's so much that I could do. I could get my prosthetic leg. I can live as a normal person. And because being where I'm from, I've never like, you look at not having a leg or arm or something as like a big, like a handicap, like how like like you can't do nothing. That's the way I looked at my amputation. Like I wouldn't be able to do anything. I wouldn't be able to take care of my son. I wouldn't be able to, because I'm a single mom and I do everything for myself. So it was hard for me now to think that maybe I will have to start depending on people to do things for me. That was a hard reality. And I decided to tell myself that I cannot let that be me. Like I had to be the type of person to do things on my own, and that I needed to get my ass up
Yeah.
and get my, like, yes, it's going to be painful, but I was more focused now on getting better and getting back home to my son.
Let's talk about rehabilitation and, you know, kind of living within your now reality. What was rehabilitation like?
Well, Junior, I had over 30 procedures in a hospital.
3-0.
Over 30. The doctor stopped counting after 30.
Uh-huh.
Um, my first surgery was, I think it was 12 or 14 hours. The surgery that I had. So having all of this surgery, I was in the operating room like every other day. They kept bringing me in. They had to fix something. There was an infection that they had to figure out where is the infection to get rid of this. And because I was hot and cold all the time. I had an infection for a long time and they couldn't figure it out until they finally found it on the inside of my thigh. So when I went to rehab now, which was also another process because they kept telling me that I don't have insurance. And so rehab would have been too expensive. And they wanted to send me home. So initially I was like, I can't go home, you know? And then my friends who helped me to get a lawyer with my brother at the time, they helped me get a lawyer, and the lawyer came to the hospital when they said that they wanted to release me, and he was like, nope, you're not going home. This is impossible. There's no way that you could go home in this condition. You can't move, you can't get up, you can't do anything by yourself. You need therapy, like in-home nursing therapy. So they did their thing, and Kings County finally decided after the Brick TV interview, they finally decided to send me to the Susan McKinney. And that's where I went and did my occupational and physical therapy 5 days per week for hours per day. It was very, very hard. It was very painful. The first time they actually put me stand up on a bed, they had to put me on like this hard bed and then put the bed up so that I can stand up. Like that was the first time like I was up. It was so scary because I felt like I would fall if I stand up with one leg.
But not
But
only the leg, then you're talking about hip replacement and kind of getting the hip back in place with the leg. So it's a whole lot of disturbances there.
yeah, but the hip replacement came in 2022. I did it way after.
Way after. Okay, okay.
Yeah.
So what did you have to do? Like tell us the process of trying to walk again with one leg or trying to adapt and move again with one leg.
Well, first off, by being in the hospital for so long on your back, I lost a lot of muscle mass on the backside of me. Like all my ass was gone. Um, I lost a lot of weight. I went down to about 92 pounds. So I was like skin and bones because I wasn't eating. I didn't have a an appetite. The only thing that I was happy with the weight for was that my stomach was as nice and flat. That was the only thing I was happy for this
What
for
you
the weight
thinking?
loss,
What you
that
thinking?
I had a nice and flat stomach. I was like, oh yeah, this I could deal with. But after it was hard because I didn't stand for so long. So when the therapist finally, it was two of them together, finally put me stand. Oh my God, Junior, the pain in my ankle, because remember my ankle was broken.
Yeah.
So I had to stand up on this ankle. I screamed so loud that everybody came into the room to see what was going on. The pain was terrifying, but it was worth it. It was worth it because after that, get up. That's all I wanted to do after was to get up,
That
you
that is
know?
that is skinny Charlotte there. After
Yep.
a lot of weight.
90 something pounds.
Yeah. Yeah. So it was a struggle. It
It
was
was a struggle.
learning to move again. What a lot of things people take for granted. You know what I mean? You know how to really adapt again, stand up on that thing, and learn how to use a walker. What there was wasn't there an option where you could have gotten a prosthetic leg? Wasn't that an option presented?
Well, the whole thing too was, Junior, back then too, I was wearing a Pampers, right? Because I couldn't go to the bathroom on
Okay.
my own because they were afraid that I would fall. So they would always put me in like a Pampers, just in case if I had to go and I couldn't wait or something. Couldn't
Right.
use those damn Pampers. So it came to the point of where they had to put like a I think it was a trapeze, how they call it, over my bed where I had to hold it and pull myself up. And then
Right.
they would shove the bedpan under me on
Right.
the bed for me to use the bedpan.
Right.
But the first thing that they did was with the walker. They had me use the walker, but I couldn't walk for long I also couldn't sit for long because even though I had a reclined wheelchair, the wheelchair back would like recline because I couldn't sit up straight. So
Right.
I was always back like this. And so it was from that to that. I could only do a certain amount of walking per day, but I had to learn how to walk again. Slowly but surely it came, every day I took small steps. I should have sent you that video. I had to take small steps to walk, and it was it was difficult, but I'm happy that I went through it because it really makes me see every day. Like, even though I get up and I'm in so much pain, every day I wake up, it's so hard because I get up and I'm like, oh my gosh, this part of my body hurting, that part of my body hurting, my neck hurting, my back. Like, I still can't find a proper, sleeping spot up to this moment in time.
Mm.
It's difficult for me to sleep at night. But I try. It's like 4 or 5 pillows every night, one under the one under here. And they try to tell me not to sleep with too much pillows,
Hmm.
but my body is so unleveled.
Right.
My left side is higher than my right side. So, I'm on level. So it's hard for me not to sleep with any pillows.
Did the thought of a prosthetic was that presented?
Oh
Did
yeah,
you?
you did ask. I did have a I had two prosthetics.
Because I
I
remember
still have one.
when we spoke, you did show me a prosthetic leg. What's the problem?
Mhm. Okay. So one of the reasons why I did the hip replacement was to use the prosthetic leg, was to be able to sit up straight like this,
Uh huh.
because I would always be sitting like this because
Ah,
this side of my hip couldn't bend
Ben. Right. Okay.
for me to sit. So now, one of the reasons was for the prosthetic leg. They wanted to see how well I would do with the prosthetic leg.
Right.
Not too good.
Mm.
I put on the prosthetic leg. It's more like a crutch, like the picture. It's more like a crutch because I still cannot lift my leg to a certain angle.
Mm-hmm.
If I walk with the prosthetic leg, because the prosthetic leg is heavy, it tires my hip. I've been doing a lot of physical therapy to try to strengthen the hip, even at home, but it's very hard because my hip have not been used walking wise for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
So seeing that it doesn't have that muscle mass on that side of that hip, it tires easily because not only can't I lift the leg up, I can go up on the steps with it. If
Mm.
I sit in a car with it, and it's so painful. When I come out of the car, I have to use my hand to lift the prosthetic leg up to get out of the car. It's just it's not as easy as some would think. Like, why don't you get a prosthetic leg and walk? It's not that easy
Mm.
because you have to do a lot with the leg. And with my limitations, I'm not saying that it's not possible, but it's not going to be perfect.
Right. All right.
So I've decided just not to use it.
How do you get around? Because I know you're an independent person. You like your independence.
Yes, I get around with my walker. I did have crutches before, like you see in that picture, but the crutches, I almost fell once, and that scared the crap out of me. And my surgeons and doctors have been telling me over and over, don't fall. Otherwise, we're gonna have to go back in
Mm-hmm.
there and do more surgery. We can't, like, you have done too much surgeries, and they're right because all that surgeries affects my heart.
Mm.
You know, my heart, sometimes I feel it like kind of murmur a little bit, like kind of stop, like it's crazy. It feels weird and it scares me sometimes, but they said that's because of so much times that they had to put me under anesthesia.
Oh.
So they keep telling me not to fall, not to fall, try not to fall. So when I almost fell with those crutches, it was wet outside and I was coming in, and the lobby, it was so slippery. The walker, the crutches just like slipped underneath me and I almost fell, and I stood right there and I kid you not, I would not move. So from since then, I've been using my walker. I use my motorized wheelchair scooter to go everywhere and do everything. I do my laundry with that scooter. I make trips because sometimes I go to the laundromat and I have two big laundry bags full of laundry. So I would have to make a trips. Like I would have to bring one, come back, get it, take the next one, do my
Mhm.
laundry. When I finish doing doing my laundry, take that bag, bring it back, go back, get the next bag, bring it back. But outside, I use it to do my shopping. And
Mm.
now Michael is so big, so he goes with me to do the shopping. He loves that. Doctor's appointments, whether it's mine or his, the motorized scooter is how I get around because it's much quicker. And yeah, I travel when I'm traveling. I love traveling
Mm.
because it's like it's so beautiful. It's like, you ask for handicapped accessibility, and they come and they get you at the front gate and they drive you there. You get on the plane first, you get off the plane, like it's fine. um but I do everything with, if I don't have my motorized scooter, I
Mhm.
use my walker to get around. When I go out to party, I have my walker.
To party. And let me tell you something. Charlotte does party a lot. A whole lot.
Not as much as before, but yes.
Yeah. So you really didn't let, or you don't let anything stop you. This is something that
Absolutely not.
you still live your life.
Hmm.
How did you deal with it mentally? And especially now, people have this kind of thing in their head that now you have one leg, then that's it for you and relationship. How you deal with that? Relationship and just mentally, just getting your head together.
You sure you want to know about that? All of that?
Yeah. We gotta take a break before we come back with that. Listen, guys. So let's take a quick little break because it's a lot, right? We will talk about that when we come back. We're chatting here with Charlotte Nurse. She's telling us about her story. Charlotte Nurse, this major accident. A lot more to uncover when we come back. Right along live. Don't move. We'll be right back.
Or event to the next level? Advertise on Ride Along Live and reach over 10 million viewers worldwide every month. With a global audience tuning in for the latest news, entertainment, and culture, your message will get the exposure it deserves. Don't miss the opportunity to showcase your brand to a diverse and engaged audience. Ride Along Live, where the world watches and your business grows. Contact us today to get started.
And we're back chatting here with Charlotte Nurse. Let me tell you something, guys. Charlotte is one of these individuals. For me, I consider her a guardian angel. She said that about me, but I think the same about her, because she basically look out for me in ways that it's just unimaginable. I mean, Charlotte does. You can't say nothing about me at all because Charlotte would just be there, right? But not only that, she's a really good friend because not all the time, she think that I'm right about everything. But she will call me and set my head straight. And she's one of the individuals. She and my producer Lynn. If I'm ever falling off the deep end, Charlotte is the one to really get me straight. So I really appreciate Charlotte, and I've tried to be there as much as I can for her and Michael. I'm always just a phone call away. So Charlotte knows that I reciprocate, and that's how we live. I think that's how we ought to live, right? One life to live. So
Yeah.
I really appreciate the friendship and everything. All right. Right. So Charlotte, let's get into the mushy stuff. How has
Mushy? I don't know about mushy, but
how has relationship and thing been? Because people are
very
different.
X-rated. Very X-rated. Junior, let me tell you something. I was so worried about dating, if anybody would take me as I am,
Uh-huh.
if how would it be like? Um I couldn't listen, there's a lot of things that I like to do. Okay.
Right.
I'm a very sexual person. I'm a Libra, first of all, and I'm a very sexual person. I love sex. I do. I love sex. But it has to be with someone that I'm in love with. Like I don't just, have sex with someone right now. Like at this point in my life, like I have to be in love with you and have that crazy sexual chemistry, you know?
Right.
But it's been it's been new. The first time that it happened, like I actually had sex after I didn't even I always wondered, would I be able to come again? Would I be able to have an orgasm? Like what would happen?
Uh,
And the first time that that happened,
uh,
my leg went crazy nuts. Like my leg just started like I was like, what the hell is going on here? But Junior, it's been different. It's been really, really different. But once I got that out of the way,
uh-huh.
I was like, okay, I guess I could, still live a normal life. So I've dated,
Uh-huh.
I've had I've had a couple relationships because Junior, let me tell you something. I don't like strippiness. I
Right.
don't like no man come and feel that, oh, because Charlotte is disabled, she's gonna just sit there
I
and
don't
put up with
I
whatever.
rebuke that. I rebuke that because you're not
In
disabled.
Jesus' name, hell no. So I know my worth. I know who I am, and I
Uh-huh.
know that the other day everybody was talking about bring to the table, bring to the table. I know what I bring to the table. So when I'm dating someone, and if I cannot get what I am really looking for on or want from I don't expect it to be perfect, but there are
Right.
a few things that I look for. And if I find like I'm not getting it, or I feel like you're just with me because, like you want to get something from me, or because you want to experiment, or because you just, yeah, like I would just leave and move on. So I've had a
Uh-huh.
few dates, a few different relationships, and now I'm single. I've been single for the last like a year and some, and I'm fine.
Yeah.
I'm fine because I really want to get to, like, I feel, Junior, I think I need therapy. I think I need therapy because going through the accident and so on, I haven't had a time to really speak to anyone about my choices in relationship. Like I
Mm,
feel I just keep making the same mistakes. Like I keep
right.
choosing the same. I have a type, and my type is I like a sexy man.
Mm,
Like my man had to be sexy.
mhm.
Like I want to see my man passing and I want to feel like don't they like jump or like want something, or like maybe I get wet, or if I can't get that from my man,
Uh,
I don't want it.
okay.
So if I don't have that with somebody is but I really feel like I need to start choosing better
Right.
because it's not working. I go with the feeling of down there
Right.
because down there is connected to here, my heart.
Right.
And once down there happy, I feel like I'm in love.
I got you. I see.
And I really don't think that that's love. I think that that is just lust.
So
Mhm.
fellas are not pushing back. Like they're not looking at you as indifferent. They're still coming on you, still getting that those guys
They're still coming, even though some of them pretending like they ain't coming, but
they
they
come.
in the inbox.
Hmm.
They're still trying to on the side, trying to talk to me or whatever, because some of them don't want to be seen with somebody with maybe one leg.
That's not
But trust me,
You're
No,
beautiful.
I'm telling you, Junior, there are men.
Your beauty surpass your leg.
Yes, Junior, you would say that, but I'm telling you, there are men out there that
Uh-huh.
are interested, but they would dare not
Uh-huh.
jump on that, they would dare not come to me because of what people would say or how people would think. Now,
Right.
the one guy that I actually dated and didn't give a shit turned
Uh-huh.
out to be.
Well, look how we lose Charlotte as soon as she come to tell us what that guy turned out to be. But I'm sure she's gonna get reconnected back soon. Guys, we're chatting here with Charlotte. Now, she went through a lot. She went through a lot. And when I say Charlotte is a good friend of mine, okay, Charlotte is back. She's back. Charlotte, as soon as you say the guy turned out to be, you went like frozen.
Oh, yeah. Nice to tell you. Nice to tell you. Yeah,
Yeah.
nice to tell you.
Mhm.
He like we were really like, but he turned out to be crazy as a bat.
Oh,
So that didn't work out. But there are men that would want to, but they're like, oh, I don't really like want people to know my business. And yeah, no, they're trying to just get some,
mhm.
like they're not serious about, like dating someone or being with someone like me. Because most men, and it's the truth, most men look at most men look at my physical. Oh, Junior, hold on. My
Okay.
connection.
Yeah, I'm seeing you fine. Guys, again, we open up the phone line if you want to chat with Charlotte. The number that you could call is 718-701-5720. Because there are a lot of people who are going through a lot of stuff. Right? And they're second thinking, am I good enough? Am I going to be accepted? You're thinking about all this stuff. Some people get very depressed because of, it might be something that, or inabilities. I don't call it disabled because Charlotte is definitely not disabled. She's more able than a lot of people. I don't know if you want to call it differently able, but definitely not disabled. So there are a lot of people who have everything, but they're still finding problems, issues. And if you look at them, they don't have no deficits, They're beautiful, they're this, they're that, but they just can't. They don't want to, or they don't can't find a way. If you want some strength extracted from Charlotte, you can give us a call right now, 718-701-5720. Again, we're chatting live here with Charlotte Nurse. You back? You there?
I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yeah, yeah, perfectly.
Yeah. No, I don't know. Sometimes my internet goes on in and out, like
Yeah,
paying too much money for internet for it to just cutting off sometimes. And anyway.
that's fine. Yeah, but some of the guys and that feel like they don't want to be seen. They're just not the one.
No.
You
And
know.
that's okay. Like I always say, like, listen, if I'm not for you, if you feel like this is too much for you, it's okay. Like I get it because I would probably look at you and be like, yeah, nah, I'm good because I'm very picky too. So it's
Right.
okay for you to be picky. Just don't come in and try to pretend like you want to date or you
Right.
want to be with me, and get to know me. And you know good and damn well
Yeah.
that you're afraid people see you with somebody like me.
Charlotte,
It's like,
they're the one that's not gonna sample that brand new hip replacement that you got.
and let me tell you about that hip replacement now. Hey, Junior, right in the horse.
Yeah,
Okay.
you know what I mean? They're the one that not gonna be able to sample that. That's what I'm talking about. But Charlotte, listen, definitely. If there are people that's watching right now that went through similar or issues or situations, may that probably they might lose a limb, a hand, a leg, or whatever the case is. What advice you have for them?
The advice I would have for them is don't give up on who you are. Um, there's so much more to life than just that amputation. You can still live your life as a normal person. Don't ever lower your bar because you feel any less because you're not. And you can still continue to live your life. You can still continue to do so much. Don't give up on any dreams that you have because I am still pursuing a lot of my dreams. I never thought that I would be able to drive a car or even get behind a wheel because of my accident. And I actually went out there and I got my driver's license because I'm like, uh-uh.
You
Yeah,
did. Oh shit!
I did.
I know you
I
went
had
back and
to.
you got your GED. I saw that.
I got my GED, got my driver's license. I'm about to get my college degree. Watch out for that one because
Nice,
I'm not playing. I'm going to
nice.
pursue the dreams. I'm going to live this dream that I want. I'm going to be able to do everything and much more what I wanted to do in my life. I have my son who cheers me on every day. He's so proud of me. I'm so proud of him. And life goes on, people. That's all I
Mhm.
have to say. Life goes on,
That goes
and it
on.
goes on beautifully.
Nice. I like that. I like that. Well, look, Ting. So you got to drive me just now. I didn't know you got your driver's license.
Now, not just a scooter I could drive.
That's good. That's good. Listen, I know there are so many people out there because I remember there was a time when we used to do all these fundraisers and these things, and Kennedy Tweet Phillip used to always support that man. Have a golden heart. John Crow, who facilitated with the wheelchair, and just
My
so many
first
people.
wheelchair, yeah.
And you say you mustn't, you can't name names because when you start to name names and you forget somebody, then they feel bad about it. But I know there are some people that stands out in your recovery.
Oh yes, oh yes. A lot of people. I have the thing is, Junior, I have so many. God has placed so many good people in my life. Um, I'm blessed. We're blessed. I never have to worry about anything. If I go to even think about starting to worry, like changes or things happen for me like that. So I'm blessed to have, like, I don't want to call any names, but I do have some really good friends, who's always been there, who always support me, who always look out for me and Michael. And yeah, I'm just happy to have them. Y'all know who y'all are. I don't want to call names and forget anybody
I know,
like Junior,
I know.
but y'all know who you are. I appreciate and love you guys so much. I don't know where I would be, who I would be without you. I can't forget, I can't forget to mention the Salvo family who's been there from beginning to end of this journey. Janelle, Gabby, Chantel, oh my God, so much people. Candy, Roxanne, Kelsha, Shauna, oh my God, Sherlyn, oh my gosh, like, so many good people in my life, so many. Nicole, oh my God, Junior, a lot
Yeah.
of friends, a lot of good people.
And they say you have a village, and you continue to have that village, even if you think, as I remember.
You,
I remember one time you was think, you made a post, and I thought it was you that made the post, but it was somebody else that made a post that they was hungry, and I was
yeah.
there with food. People, everybody, you can't say you're hungry because everybody's gonna show up at your house with food,
Oh
right?
gosh, yes,
Yeah.
yes,
So
yes.
you have
I
that
There
support.
was a time I said I need dishwashing liquid, and it's so hard to go out the street. My girl Kata, she just came with a whole bag full of laundry detergents.
That's
Dishwashing liquid. So so my people are there. Like I have really really good people behind me. My cousin Donna, I could call her anytime and ask her to, hey Donna, I need this, and she's there. My brother, he's back home in Grenada, but he's always there. Like, it's like there's so much people,
right.
so much people that I can call and turn to. Kinder, Marifan, so much Deslin and them. It's like so much people, Junior. I'm blessed.
Yeah, absolutely. So the accident that happened actually brought you closer to people, make you really see who your friends are, who
Oh
you
yeah.
and your family is not only the people that are blood related. You really get to see the people who are really truly your family and who love you.
Mm-hmm.
Charlotte,
Mm-hmm.
you have a lot of love out there. Nobody can say nothing about Charlotte. People defend you with an iron claw. You know what I mean? And that's forever. That's for life. And we appreciate you personally and the ride along. You are a family. You're family. And I appreciate everything that you have done for me. And we stand ready. If ever you need us, we're just less than a phone call away. Always. Big up. Yeah, man. Any last word? Any last word you want to go before we wrap it up here on this segment? Very inspiring segment.
Any last words? Okay, let me see if Michael have any last
Yeah,
words.
let's see. Yeah, let's chat with Michael. Guys, I remember Michael at the time when the incident happened. Michael was saved. So Michael is a miracle child, right? Michael was saved by the stroller, and he grew up to be this really, really amazing kid, right? She's getting him right now. Michael is here, and let's bring Michael on right now. Hey!
Hey, hi, man.
How you doing, Michael?
I'm good. You?
Oh man, look how big you got! Wow!
10 years old. 10
10.
years old and still thriving.
Ah! And you're taking care of your mommy, right?
Yep.
You don't have a choice.
Let me show you, Michael. Do you remember this picture right here? Do you remember this picture? That's when you was a little bit. That's when you was 3 years old.
3. Aww.
Yeah, you were 3. That's you at 3. That's you at 3.5 around there. You know. So I'm hearing how great you're doing in school, and I gotta say congratulations. And you
Thank
take care
you.
of your mommy. Yeah, you are so amazing, Michael. You are so amazing, and I'm very happy to see how close you stay with your mom. You do everything for her. You are a miracle child, and thank you, Michael. And I know there's a lot in store for you in the future.
Thank you, man. Trust me, I will always learn oh, sorry, Mom.
That's okay.
As long as I don't get into trouble,
Yes.
I will always be the best son to my mom when I am little right now and as I'm growing up.
Wow. Yeah. Yeah. That is amazing. Thank you so much, Michael. I'll come and check you one day, man. We'll make a little lime. All right.
All right, I wish to see you too.
Yes. Thank you so much. Yes. So that's Michael. Thank you.
That's it, guys. This is my last words
Yes.
Mhm.
Yes.
from
Michael.
the boss himself.
Miracle Michael. That's what we call it. Miracle Michael. Charlotte, we'll keep in touch, yeah?
Yes, thank you so much for having me, Jay.
No problem.
Bye,
You know-
Jay.
All right. Thank you. You know you go. All right. Big up. Yeah, so that was Chatlott Nurse, guys. As I was telling you, that's why we say on Ride Along Live that everyone have a story to tell, right? Because as I was doing this program here, we got a call from someone that they said they're literally crying. They're literally crying right now because they got so much strength and inspiration from this program. That's what it's all about. Ride Along Live, everyone has a story to tell. I'll be right back with some final closing words. Don't move, we'll be right back. Ride Along Live.
Time to do.
What if you had a choice? A choice of joining a line or a choice of making your purchases online? What would you choose? While you ponder on that, the National Lotteries Authority has provided another purchasing option. All their games are now available online. Yes, Grenadians! From wherever you are, purchase your favorite daily and jackpot type games using any electronic device. Register on the NLA's website at www.nla.gd. Top up your account and enjoy online lottery gaming at your convenience. We're taking shopping comfort up, several notches. But the choice is yours. Join a line or buy online. online. NLA, make your dreams come true.
You call me to lift the level, high the level, raise the level, up it.
Rent a car in Grenada? Welcome to Ride Car Rental, offering efficient, time-saving service with affordable rates and 100% paperless rentals. Whether you're visiting or need a quick ride, we've got you covered. Call now at 473-422-1011 and get behind the wheel today. Ride Car Rental, where convenience meets the road.
Today. Located inside Rider Excursion at the Esplanade Mall, we handle both small and large orders with speed and precision. For fast, quality t-shirt printing, call Instaprint at 473-422-1011. Get your perfect print today at Instaprint. Printing done in an instant.
Or event to the next level? Advertise on Ride Along Live and reach over 10 million viewers worldwide every month. With a global audience tuning in for the latest news, entertainment, and culture, your message will get the exposure it deserves. Don't miss the opportunity to showcase your brand to a diverse and engaged audience. Ride Along Live, where the world watches and your business grows.
Contact us today to get started.
Every show with a good deed. Together we plant the seed. Ride along, join the dance.
Yeah, guys, so everyone have a story to tell. We thank and appreciate Chatlott Nurse for sharing her story here today. Her story will certainly inspire others to live their fullest, even if they feel like they have certain deficits, right? Charlotte certainly don't have any deficits. She don't have leg, but that don't mean that she not getting it wrong, doing everything that she need to do. That don't mean that Charlotte ain't falling in love and, as she say, having all these X-rated things. Charlotte continue to live her life. We appreciate that that Charlotte continue to be a strong woman, and she was able to raise her son, continue to raise her son Michael. And Michael is an A+ student, very intelligent kid. He's a gift, really and truly. He supports and helps and is present everywhere where his mother goes. He's not one of those kids who want to do all this other stuff. He's very, 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 very smart. Very, very smart. And that's a lesson. She went through so much, but now she lost. So she thinks she have lost so much, but she did among that she gained. You don't feel like she lost anything. Big up to Chatlott Nurse, guys. Don't forget, Ride Along Live is a platform where everyone has a story to tell. Yeah, everyone has a story to tell. That's our mantra from day one. We want to hear your story. For all this week, we have stories to tell, and your story might just be one of them, all right? Go ahead and inbox us, because we want to hear your story. Your story would, in fact, inspire a lot of people, all right? Guys, let me give you this quick information, quick update. If you are going to Grenada and you're looking for a car rental, you need to check out Ride Car Rental, right? So you need to book right now. Christmas is coming, and you want to travel. We have some SUVs, we have CRVs, vehicles, cars available. Call right now. The number that you call is 473-422-1011. That's 473-422-1011. Book your car rental today. It's Ride. Also, let me show you the Ride. Yeah, Ride Car Rental, Grenada, 473-422-1011. Book now for Christmas, for the Christmas season, guys, because you know when the time comes around, there are not going to be any vehicles available, so you got to do it now. 473-422-1011. And just say you saw the ad on Ride Along Live. Yes, just mention you heard it on Ride Along Live. Okay, nice. Noise, 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 noise.
Across the seas, love and joy in the breeze. Ride along live if you please, bringing hope with such ease. Ride along, ride along.
All right, so let's also tell you about if you're flying to Grenada, you're getting on that flight, heading down to Spice Country. Yeah, you gotta fly with JetBlue. JetBlue! Go to jetblue.com right now. That's jetblue.com. Jump on that plane, head down to Greens. JetBlue.com. 4.5 hours you could be in Grenada, you know. And some affordable rates to the Spice Country. JetBlue.com. Guys, why are we talking about ride? You can't ride without your ride e-bike. Let me tell you something. Over, guys. Over 5,000 riders so far have supported ride excursions and tours, ride e-bike excursions and tours. Over 5,000. We appreciate you guys. Because I remember when we started, there was so much uncertainties. People were saying all sorts of things. A lot of people didn't even think that our e-bike excursion company would last for more than a month. The amount of things we heard, guys. And you think that deterred us? No. It made us push even harder. All the negative, nasty things that people said about us because we were different. Here we come in with a bicycle excursion. There is no other excursion, e-bike excursion on the island. But we went in strong, and now, look at us now. Over 5,000 people used our service, and we are happy to still be around, still be in business, still employ Grenadians, and we are expanding as well with much more services to be announced in the immediate future soon. We thank you for supporting Ride.
Ride along, join the dance, let's sing the song. From island to island, strong with the host, we belong. Energy high, heart so bright, tune in, feel the light. Global love taking flight, every ride a sheer delight. Making waves across the seas, love and joy in the breeze. Ride along live if you please, bringing hope with such ease. Ride along.
Yeah, guys. Also, let me tell you this. If you're looking for t-shirt printing, you got to call Instaprint Grenada. Give them a call, 473-422-1011. They are located inside the Esplanade Mall, right inside of the Ride Excursion. Kiosks, get your t-shirt printed at Ride, at Instaprint Grenada. Again, number 473-422-1011. It's all about Ride.
Ride along live, worldwide. Feel the beat, feel the vibe. Amazing host leading the ride. Power to the people we shine. Giving fans what they need. Caribbean spirit, let's succeed.
Guys, also if you're in New York and you're looking to print, you get t-shirt printed, you could call us at 718-701-5720. You need t-shirt printed in New York? Give us a call, 718-701-5720. It's all about Instaprint. Instaprint. Guys, tomorrow morning, don't forget to join us at 6 a.m. Wake up early with us for the Wake Up Club with Kirk Sitahal. 6 a.m. Tomorrow morning, we have Igel Joseph on the ride. Join us early, guys, 6 a.m. for the Wake Up Club with Kirk Sitahal. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being a part of our program today, guys. Don't forget that Ride Along Live is where everyone has a story to tell. We want to hear your story. If you're ready to share your story this week, inbox us or give us a call. We love to hear your story. Ride Along Live, where everyone has a story to tell. Good night. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Every ride a sheer delight. Making waves across the seas. Love and joy in the breeze. Ride along live if you please. Bringing hope with such ease. Ride along, join the dance, let's sing the song. From island to island, strong with the host, we belong. On live, worldwide, feel the beat, feel the vibe. Amazing host leading the ride. Power to the people, we shine. Giving fans what they need. Caribbean spirit, let's succeed. Every show with a good deed. Together we plant the seed. Ride along, join the dance, let's sing the song. From island to island strong, with the host, we belong. Energy high, heart so bright. Tune in, feel the light. Global love taking flight. Every ride a sheer delight. Making waves across the seas. Love and joy in the breeze. Ride along live if you please. Bringing hope with such ease. Ride along, join the dance, let's sing the song. From island to island strong, with the host, we belong. Energy high, heart so bright. Tune in, feel the light. Global love taking flight. Every ride a sheer delight. Making waves across the seas. Love and joy in the breeze. Ride along live if you please. Bringing hope with such ease. Ride along, join the dance, let's sing the song. From island to island strong, with the host, we belong.
Ride Along Live.